Yeah, here with Jared Robertson, defensive coordinator of Greenbrier West Cavaliers. Cavaliers defense obviously playing good again. Jared, when you look at this year's defense and last year's defense, everything was quantifiable because you were shutting people out. As a math guy, you know when zeros speak. But this year defensively, where are you in terms? You got 3 shutouts this year. Where are you in terms of where this defense was last year? Where's this defense at?
Well, we're a little bit different. We're a little more complex this year. We've added a couple different fronts. It's really been nice having the experience that we have back. We can kind of pick up on everything we did last year and add a couple little wrinkles I think's really helped us out. I think you see a lot of teams that you can kind of game plan for how they're going to line up because how your formation is dictates theirs. But we have a lot of different looks defensively, and hopefully we can keep offenses guessing a little bit on where we're going to be up front and what coverage we're going to be in. So
you can change coverage, you can change, I guess, defense, and from one play to another with this team?
Yeah, honestly, we have 5 different looks on defense, and some people may say that's too many, but honestly, all 5 have played key roles in our first 5 games in helping us be successful. So, Coach Vaughn is a big man-to-man guy. We used to be probably 90% man, and now we play a lot more zone. We pick our spots to play man, but our defensive backs have really done a good job of adjusting and working on both. So it really lets you be more flexible based on how other teams are playing.
So I'm going to get to the physicality of this defense, but obviously it's a smart defense too, but better. Have you been around a defense at this level where you can change stuff so much? You could look at different cover. A lot of high school teams stay in just a base coverage, or with not very many variables in there. Have you been around a defense been able to switch like this?
Not since I've been coaching here. We have a lot of guys. I don't know you'd say we have anybody. It's a true, we don't have anybody that's going to walk out there and run a 4.40, but we have a lot of guys that run pretty well. We're not very big, just like last year, so we've added a lot more stunts and twists up front, a lot of different blitzes from different spots, and it takes a lot of communication because if one guy's blitzing and the next guy doesn't know to replace him, then you can get yourself in trouble. So really give our kids credit. They've communicated well. They've worked hard to pick stuff up. They pay attention in film, and it's really been fun having this group to get after it each Friday night.
What would your base defense be?
You
don't have one.
Coach Vaughn's not over here, so I'm gonna say it's a 4-2-5. He likes to play a 5 front, which was our base last year. Now I'd say we're a 4-2-5, and here's the kid that lets us be different. Ethan Holiday is a really special player on defense, so we call him our bandit. I'm gonna say he's our 5th defensive back, but you'll see he plays linebacker a lot. Our other linebackers, C.W. Sturgill and Moses Gray and Brandon Potiker, one of them will go down at nose guard sometimes to give us a 5 front. And our kids are just bought in. They don't care who makes the tackles, who's doing what. They do their job, and it's allowed us to be successful as a team.
Have I seen him come off the edge a little bit?
Yeah, that's one of those looks you see when he's out there at outside linebacker. You'll see him come sometimes off the edge.
Edge linebacker.
Yeah,
right?
and
rush linebacker.
Right.
It used to be.
Right, and Jake Pate he's our rover who's kind of a strong safety look. And when we want to cover 3 look, he walks up the outside linebacker. And so sometimes you'll see him on the edge too. And it's just really let us have a lot of flexibility. We started doing it this summer, and it gave us plenty of time to get our calls down. And really proud of our kids, how they bought in. And it's not just them. And we're playing 17, 18 guys regularly on defense.
You can play a lot of guys back there, and a lot of your playmakers here in the backfield. How many cover 0 are you allowed to play and what you do?
Honestly, Coach
Vaughn,
Vaughn
allowed to, because
Coach Vaughn gives me a lot of freedom. We talk every week about game planning, but he doesn't, say too much. He'll give me a suggestion once in a while, but he pretty much lets me go, and not just him, all our staff. We all give input. We've done a great job this year of game planning and talking about things together, and it makes it nice to have a staff like we have.
You do a lot of the stats here. At least you send them out for the previous games, and you guys do a great stat package and everything, which we all in the media appreciate. Have you seen it where you've had at this point in the season with negative yardage, your defense is giving up?
Well, I don't remember ever seeing that happen.
I mean, we're halfway through the season. You've given up negative. What is it? 45 yards or something?
Yeah,
43?
Coach Vaughn and I both are a little bit old school in our thought. In today's modern offense, I still feel like you have to stop the run. And that's why usually when we're blitzing, it's not blitzing to get to a quarterback, it's blitzing to stop the run. And again, our kids have bought into that, and we've got people to where they have to be one-dimensional, and we have enough speed. If we get them one-dimensional, know they're passing, we can get after the quarterback up front, and then again, mix our coverages behind it.
Is stopping the run kind of an old school thing then?
Well, I mean, I think it is. It used to be.
In high school,
You had to run the ball and you had to stop the run, and now there's so many teams that pass more than they run. But
and stats bear that out too.
Right, exactly.
Even your own team here.
Yeah, and I think you need to be balanced, and I understand that. But I think it comes down to it. There's games on offense, it's 3rd and 1, and you need 2 yards, and on defense, it's 3rd and 1, and you need to stop them. And I think a lot of times games come down to that kind of play.
Look, there's no secret the team you play this week is a very good. They play for a state championship for a reason. As good as the defense was last year, they were able to put up points. Both teams are different now, obviously, because both teams, you lose players along the way. How do you go about stopping a team like James Monroe and a weapon like Cooper Ridgway for them?
Well, Ridgway's a stud player. You saw it last year. But beyond him, they have a lot of kids that can hurt you. They've got receivers on the outside. They got kids that can run. They've got an athletic quarterback that can run and pass, and they're big and physical up front. I mean, Coach Mustaine and his staff, they do a great job. It's going to be a challenge for us, and we know that, and I think our kids are excited to step up and see what we can do.
Is the game plan still the same, stop the run?
Oh,
make them a passing team?
Dowdy's a great quarterback, and he may beat us with his arm, but
he's a first-team All-State quarterback,
Right. When you watch them, though, they run their ISO and their crossbuck trap, and that's their 2 go-to plays. And if we're going to have a chance to win, we got to stop that first.
What kind of game do you expect? Is this a game that you think probably is going to come down to a mistake, or is it going to be a slugfest? I think both teams are pretty evenly matched this time around.
Yeah, usually in games like this, it comes down to who has a big special teams play, who has a turnover at a critical moment. I think we're 2 of the best teams in the state in Class A. I've got the chance to watch them in person a couple weeks ago, came away really impressed. I broke down all their film, and they're really good. But we think we're pretty good too, and we think we're ready to step up and see what we can do against them.
Okay, Jared, I appreciate the time, and keep that defense rolling.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dave.